Hare Krishna. So, most welcome again. Resuming from Shri Harinamamrit Vyakaranam, the third chapter, Akhyata, Akhyata Prakaranam. So, we had started with the second dhatu. So, we have finished off with Bhu dhatu already. So, this is the second one, Chiti dhatu. So, uh, resuming from the Adhokshara declension. Adhokshara. So, we have done until Bhutesha, the declensions in yesterday's class. I'll upload the yesterday's class maybe today. So Chit, the pratyaya is null. Okay. So we had the sutra before by which reduplication takes place. It was Dhatur Dvirvachanam Adhokshata Sanmanyangshu. So by that one, Sarveshwara Parentasya Adi Bhagasya Anarasya Dvirvachanam. So when an Adhokshata Pratyaya follows, so there is the reduplication of the main dhatu, of the dhatu, which is Chit here. And shall we reduplicate the whole dhatu or shall it be like partial reduplication? So the sutra says Sarveshwara Paryantasya Adi Bhagasya. So up till up until the first Sarveshwara, reduplication will be done. So this chi will be reduplicated. This chi gets reduplicated. Okay. And then null is there, so Lagudhavasya Govindaha. So this Uddhava takes Govinda. So we get Chicheta. Chicheta. Like an example could be Ramaha Tam Chicheta, which means like Rama became aware of him. Yeah, Rama became aware or conscious. So Chit means to be aware or conscious. This is like the meaning. Okay. Chit. Then the next one is Chit. Nal Atus. So reduplication is done. Okay. At this point, we have the next sutra. Asayoga Dalida Dhokshajaha Kapilah, which means Adhokshaja pratyas which do not have the indicatory letter L. Like in null, we have the L. We have La Rama as indicatory letter. But in Atus, we do not have. So such pratyas, such Adhokshaja pratyas which do not have the indicatory letter L as, yeah, then such Adhokshaja pratyas are considered Kapila. They are considered Kapila. If they are applied after dhatu, and if they are applied after dhatu, which does not end in a satsanga. So two things are there. First of all, if the dhokshara pratyaya doesn't have la rama as indicator letter, plus it should be coming after dhatu, which should not have satsanga at the end. So it's here. I mean, atus doesn't have la rama as the indicator letter, and this dhatu doesn't end with the satsanga, right? So the point is, um, so Atus is considered Kapila, Kapilatvat Kansari, so Kansari. So Ishasya na Govinda Krishnendra Kansarishu. So this Isha won't take Govinda here because the Kansari is following. Thus, it will be Chichi Tatu. So this sutra here, this 337, is just blocking, making Atus into Kansari, and being Kansari, we can't apply Govinda. So basically, Govinda is being blocked here. If Govinda was not blocked, then this E would have turned into A Rama. But so Chicheta, Chichitatuhu, Chichitatuhu, Chichituhu, Nal Atus Us. Then Thal follows. Then Thal follows. So Thal has La Rama, so it's not Kapila. So Govinda is done. So we get Chichetitha, Chichi, Tathu, Chichi, the and so on. Same for the Atmapada ones. Then the Kamapala Pratyayas. So Kamapala Parapadam Kapilaha. The Kamapala Parapada Pratyayas are Kapila. So thus, first of all, it is not inserted Itram Dhatuke by Netiya Sarveshwarayoho. And Govinda is not done because the Adi is Kapila. So Ishasana Govinda Vrishnendra Kansari Shu. So we get Chitya, Chityastam, Chityasu, and so on. Then the next one, Chit plus Tishta. So it is inserted, Govinda is done, so we get Chetishishta, Chetishi Astam, Ityadi, Chetita, Chetitaru, and so on. Uh, hmm. Then Chetishyati, just the normal in Kalki. It is applied, Govinda is done, Chetishyati, Chetishyata, Chetishyati, Achetishyat, and so on. So thus we are done with the Chiti Dhatu as well here. So please do practice with the declensions, do memorize the pratyas. Pratyas are very important to memorize them. So please uh, do not like leave them or skip them. They are very. Hmm. So that was Chiti Dhatu. So Bhu and Chiti. So likewise now as we move ahead, so we are done with the foundational sutras already. As we move ahead, so wherever there will be like something new, some new changes, then only a sutra will be introduced. Otherwise, uh, it won't be like Bhu Dhatu. So for the declension of Bhu Dhatu, we had many sutras because that was the first one. The foundational sutras were also introduced there. But now it becomes easy. So the next one is Sputir. Okay, knowing these dhatus are very important because these are the root of grammar, you can say, in one sense. Because, like, apart from the Kriya Pada, the verbal forms, the verbs, like Gachati, Patati, Khadati, and so on, which obviously come from the verbal roots. Even the nouns, the sangyas, they also come up from the verbs. Even the nouns, they have their roots in the verbs, the verbal roots, like this putir, like Chaitanya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the previous verb we read, Chiti Sanyane. So the word Chaitanya has the root in the previous verb, Chiti. So from Chiti, some operations are done, grammatical operations, so we get Chaitanya, right? And so on. Like the very first dhatu, bhu dhatu. Many nouns are made from bhu dhatu. Like Lord Shiva is called Bhava, Parvati Mata is called Bhavani. I'm just talking of the nouns. So all such nouns also come from the verb bhu. So likewise, even the nouns, almost all of them, they also have their roots in the verbs. So knowing the verbs like this one, Sputir Vishadani. So the pattern is this is the main noun, right? And the second word, which is always in the seventh case, Saptami Vibhakti, is like an equivalent or is a gloss for what the dhatu means. Of course, in Sanskrit. So yeah, so it really helps us to decode the verbs and the nouns. Rama, like the word Rama, noun Rama, comes up from a verbal root Ramu dhatu. So Yeah, so Ramu Dhatu is there. So from that we get Rama, we get Rama, we get Ramana, Radha Ramana. You know, if you can connect all the words. So all such words they come up from the same root, Ram, Ramu Dhatu. So in this way, dhatus are very, very, very so. Anyhow, so I'll be conducting an exam in just 10 minutes for a different patch for chapter 1, Sangha and Sandhi. So if any one of you is interested or would just like to recall, you can also opt for it if you have time and you're welcome. Sputir, the next dhatu is sputir, visharane, visarane, which means to pierce, to break, to bloom, to manifest. Uh, like in Hindi, we have words like visphot, right? Visphot. It's like dhamaka. I mean, visphot. So such words they come from this sputir dhatu. So sput, tip, shap is inserted. Uh, Lagutavasya govindaha. So we get spotati, spotadaha, spotanti, and so on. Sputyate, sputyate, sputanti, and so on. Hmm. Okay, so we'll stop here. So please do practice the declinations, do memorize the pratyas, and at least memorize the whole bhu dhatu forms, the final declined forms. They are very important. Okay. Um, so we'll resume the next week then. Please practice. Please practice nicely. Dhatu is the toughest chapter and the biggest also in the whole grammar, and it really takes time to digest, to study. So if you can just work on the initial two dhatus, bhu dhatu, chiti dhatu, then it will be very, very easy. So please make time and do it. Yeah, all the previous classes are uploaded. Just the previous yesterday's class is not uploaded, so I'll just upload it after this. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll resume the next week. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.